Hi guys, Ariel Schwartz here, and today I wanted to talk to you about how to create some interesting rhythm ideas pretty fast from using Maschine inside of Ableton, utilizing Machine's drag and drop audio functionality and Ableton's clip parameters. Now, on a personal level, when I use Maschine inside of Ableton, I usually use it as a multi-timbral instrument. I do that because I like Control Machine with Ableton Push. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't have push, but they still have Maschine and Ableton, and this is an interesting way to combine them both with the drag and drop audio functionality. So let's dive right in. So inside of Maschine, I already loaded a stock drum group with its own pattern that it loads with its own pattern, and let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, great. Now, the first thing I want to do is drag and drop that audio inside of Ableton. Now, before you do that, you want to check this. You go to File, Export Audio, you go to Options, and make sure that the Loop Optimize option is checked, because if not, it's going to import the audio with all kinds of tails that it has from effects, and it's not going to conform to a nice 4-bar loop like we wanted. So make sure the loop option optimize option is checked. I don't care about normalizing. So once you do that, you're all set. So let's drag that audio inside of Ableton. Boom, let's close Maschine. Now we can close the channel of Maschine because we don't want to be double monitoring. As you can see, we got a nice 4-bar loop. Good, let's go back to Maschine. Now, very important in electronic music is the idea of layering drum, because it gives you the power that regular drum set, a regular drum group will not give you. So already on the second group, let's turn this group off, let's turn this group on, let's go to that group. I already loaded up this different drum group, of course, but with the same pattern. Now I muted some of the track, some of the sounds, because we don't want to import everything, because we want to be layering, and with layering you don't have to layer all the drums that you got. So let's import the audio and see what we're getting. Let's close Maschine, let's go here. Let's see how it sounds like. Very cool. Now let's double that scene, Command Shift I. Let's go to that layer clip that we just imported, and let's do this. Let's divide the length of the audio file. Let's see how it sounds like. Good, already starting to sound more interesting. Let's go back to Maschine. Let's turn that layering group off because we don't need it anymore. Let's turn on the first group on again. Let's go back to it. Now, inside of that group, I already loaded two effects that I like, and we're gonna print the effects on the audio file, and we're gonna play around with clip parameters in Ableton to try to make it more interesting. I'm not gonna talk a lot in this section, just look what I do and get some inspiration from there. Let's put in the textures channel. Let's see here. Now, before I even listen to it, I want to do a couple of stuff. First of all, I want to take down the volume of the clip. Let's take it down -6 because we don't want it to be, because it's only like a background, a texture, because we don't want it to be too loud. When you do this, by the way, when you take down the volume on the clip, it doesn't affect the actual audio file. So if you want the audio file to stay like that on your hard drive, you're gonna need to re-record it to a different channel in Ableton. But let's do this. Let's double the size of the clip. Let's transpose it, plus 12 octaves. Let's loop it. Let's shorten the loop. Let's do it from 1 to 2. And let's listen to, now let's just do it 4 and let's listen to how it sounds like. Let's take it down. Let's solo it. Cool. Let's go back to Maschine. Now let's import the same loop with the same effect, but I only want the chord now. So let's solo this, double click on it, solos it. Before we do that, let's double the, let's delete this, go back to Maschine. What's going on here? Again, I know, let's double it twice. Let's loop it from 3 to 8. Let's transpose it plus 24 octaves. Change it to textures again. Now let's hear how it sounds like. Good, we're already getting some interesting textures, and let's go back to Maschine. Now with the same thing, let's turn off the first effect, let's turn on the second effect. Same thing, we only want to import, we only want to print the effect on the chord of that loop. So let's do that. this down. Let's double this. Double this. Let's see what we can see in the clip. Okay, first of all, I know I want to take up the volume. Now I only want to loop this hit. This looks interesting. So let's do this. Let's do this. Now let's put it on textures. Transpose it to plus 12 octaves. Let's hear how it sounds like. Good, sounds really cool. Now, what I would like to do is do this. Go to the follow action section in Ableton, in the clip section. Let's put it on, not on any, I want to put it on next. Next will be interesting. Let's put it on legato, and let's see how this sounds like. Great. Now, because there's only this 3 loops in here and they're just going around one another, it creates already a polyrhythm kind of feel, especially since it's on legato mode. Let's hear that again. Very good. Now let's go back to Maschine. There's one more thing I want to do. Let's turn off the effect. Look at the CPU when you turn off molecular. A CPU beast. But a beast nonetheless. Now, in my patterns, I already set something like this. I already set 1 hits for every hit that I like from this group, every sound that I like from this group, and we're gonna solo them and put them in Ableton. Double clicking on the sound solos it in Maschine. Let's do a couple more sounds. We're not going to do all of them. Let's see if we got one hit. Yeah, we got what we needed. So we can delete. Boom, boom, boom. Let's pick this up. Let's go back to Maschine, import one more sound. Let's close Maschine. Now let's choose one of the hits, choose all the clips, and again we're in the follow action section. Now this we're gonna do one measure. Follow actions to any other. Let's turn the channel down a little bit. Let's transpose it plus 12 octaves. And let's see what we are getting. Now I don't like this bleep at all, so I just check the clip and press 0. Here's that bleep. 0. Let's turn this on again. See what we get. Good. Now we got some really interesting rhythm section, a good start for a track, for some inspiration. Now, usually I will go deeper and deeper, use lots of effects, divide all the elements of the drums to separate tracks, use effects from Ableton. I didn't use any compressors, any equalizers, which is a must, of course. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show you what I do sometimes to get some inspiration with Maschine in Ableton. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you did. Share with a friend what you did. And once again, my name is Errol Schwartz, and I see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.